Welcome back, everybody, to week 3 of building Teth in Lego. So yeah, we're already on the 3rd week, which is pretty insane. This week, I'm actually just probably going to be designing a whole bunch of these trees. So yeah, I'm going to be designing a lot of these trees, see how they turn out. I don't really know what I'm going to do for them. I don't really know the height, but I'll figure all that stuff out this episode, and yeah, it should turn out really nice. Alright guys, so we got some major progress. As you can see, I have 5 trees on the mock so far. And yeah, so I basically just sat down and started designing some trees, and all these designs actually are a little different, each of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into detail about all these trees. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay guys, so here is the first tree design. So this tree design is actually the exact same as this one, but the difference is the way that it's actually secured. So as you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out a little bit, but this is what the tree looks like. So pretty much what I did is I took a couple of these dinosaur tails in dark brown, put a rod or a beam in the middle, pretty much just put a round 1x1 on it, put another one on it, give it a little shape there so it's a little twisty, make it look a lot better. And then pretty much what I just did was I went ahead and I put a tree or a bunch of leaves on top of that, as you can see here. So I pretty much just stacked up a few of these lavender pieces for leaves. So this is really a really simple tree design here that I came up with. I have a better one, I'll show you guys later. So this is the first tree design, but what makes this tree design unique is how it's actually secured into the base here. So you guys can kind of see there, but I'm gonna go ahead and take off some of these large pieces, and then you guys will get a better idea of what is actually going on here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get a brick separator, take off this 16x16 plate if I can. So pretty much what I did here was I went ahead and added in one of these 1x4 pieces with holes on the side here. It's a little tricky to get at here because it's really secured, but there we go. As you can see, got the piece out. So here's what it looks like. So pretty much this is what's going on. I just took one of these pieces with the holes, one of these pieces, 3 holes. So 1x4 Technic, and then 1x2 with 1 hole. And then pretty much what I did was I just pushed it in there. So I have this facing upwards, and it perfectly aligns with the plates. So that was really nice when I figured that out. You pretty much just push this down, put more plates on top here, just like this. And it doesn't really matter like how you go about doing that. You just have to put the plates on in a way that it covers it up. So then you have 1 hole left, and you guys can go ahead and put the tree in there. So this one is the most secure design I found out of all of them, but it is really complex and honestly pretty hard to do with these 16x16 plates, because obviously you need a bunch of pieces and you can't just drill a hole in those. So this one I'm probably not really going to stick with, but the next one here actually is one of my favorite designs. Again, same as the other tree design, so not in terms of trees the best design, but just in terms of how it actually looks. So pretty much what I did was I took a 4x4 round plate and pretty much just put a bunch of plates around it, as you guys can see. So what I used here was I just used wedge pieces. I'll go ahead and take one of them off so you guys can see that a little better. I pretty much just used these wedge pieces here, as you can see. There we go. Just put them right in here, nice and snug. There. And then what you're left with, if you put 2 on either side, is this really nice crack in the ground. It almost looks like it's dirt, but like a different color, so it really adds a lot of depth into here. So you pretty much just put plates on top of it, and I think it honestly looks really nice. And then in terms of the actual tree design that's different, this mound is actually, so the way of connecting it is actually the exact same as the other, but the thing different about that is actually a different tree design altogether. So pretty much what I just used here, if we can zoom out a little bit here, there we go. Pretty much what I just used here was I just got random leaves put on top, but instead of using a bunch of pieces, or in that case 2 pieces there, to connect them, I used one of these gray bars right here, just stuck it in there, and then put another piece on top of there, which allows for a lot more detail and less pieces, so it's a lot more continuous, and I think it looks really nice. You can have a little more leaves there and branches lower down, and then as I showed earlier, you can just get this branch and then put it into the hole. So not the most secure, but that tree looks really nice. And then obviously we have a couple smaller trees. So the one over here is really simple. It's literally just this piece here, right here, or sorry, a few pieces here. So dinosaur tail or a tree piece right here. You put that into a 4x4 round plate, put a hole underneath it, and then pretty much just stick that down. And then this one is actually, I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I think it looks really nice. So pretty much what I just did here, I can't really zoom in more, but actually you guys are going to see, I can just go ahead and actually take this entire assembly out of this. So it's a little tricky to show right now on camera. So pretty much what I did here was I just stacked up a couple of these 2x2 plates, put a 2x2 tile with stud in the middle on top, and I pretty much just inverted that so that the stud was facing the opposite way, so I could connect the tree because there's a Technic piece at the bottom. And then I just plop it into this little 2x2 slot that I made here. So really simple design, but it works super well, and I really love how that goes in. I just think it's so amazing. I don't know why. It's so smooth the way it goes in there, nice and flush. And then you just plop it in there, and you can't even really tell. So that looks really awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much all of the tree designs I've done right now. I might make some more, but so far I'm pretty happy with what I came up with. And now I just have to make a ton more of these trees using all these different pieces here. So yeah, I'll get back to you guys once I have done a bunch of those trees. And in terms of detailing, I will be adding some of these flowers, just kind of scattered around here. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing, and I'll get back to you once I have some stuff done. Okay guys, so we have some awesome progress done here. As you can see, this is what I'm going to be end up doing for the terrain work. So pretty much what I did was it's the same as before, except now I've added a bunch of little flowers that I think add a lot of really awesome detail to it. So I added a bunch of flowers there. And also what I did was I just got a new tree design. Basically, I just inverted another tree design, stuck a 1x1 round cylinder on top, and honestly just attached it to a flower, but I think it works really well. Let me know what you guys think of it. But yeah, so this is pretty much what I have so far done with this. It's looking really nice. I really like it. Let me know what you guys think. So we also did come up with some new tree designs here. So you can see this small one right here. Pretty simple, nothing special about it. Then we have this one, which is really interesting. I thought it added a lot more depth. So you can see it's a little twisty there. And I have another variation of it as well. Right here, if I can get it going. Right here, as you can see, one of the a couple of the leaves fell right off it. But yeah, this is pretty much what I'm going to be doing for a few different trees. Just adding a little more variation to it. And then I did make a few more of these small ones. Actually, a bunch more. I made a ton of these. And then yeah, pretty much I used up almost all of these, so I'll have to order more. But yeah, it's looking really nice so far. These other trees. But yeah, I think, let me know what you guys think. I think it makes it look a lot more full, a lot more unique, and I really love this detail here. So let me know what you guys think. I am honestly so happy with the progress I've made on this. I think it really looks awesome, and it's really unique. Only really a couple of the people have ever done Teth, and one of those two people is currently working on it now. So yeah, you guys can go check out his series too, but make sure to like mine as well. So it'll be interesting to see how they turn out, as they are a different layout. So this is what I'm going for right now. Yeah, pretty nice. So I think that's actually going to wrap it up for this week. I don't really have anything else to do, and I've run out of parts, and my other orders aren't going to be here in time. So that's pretty much going to be it for this week. Next week I'll be adding more of these trees, as well as finishing up this front area here and adding a little more detail here. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing next week. So make sure to look out for that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm actually working on some stop motion, so if you guys like stop motions, like the videos and subscribe, because I'm working on a pretty big one. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this week's episode of Building Teth. Again, if you could subscribe, it would really help me out a lot. And if you also could share it too, because my channel is pretty small, and I think this mock is really interesting, and hopefully some people will get to see it. And yeah, so without further ado, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.